All praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahawashi, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
All right, Shalom, brothers and sisters in this truth. I'm your brother, Mr. LJ, coming to you again with another presentation. Hopefully, an edifying lesson to those who are staying abreast and watching what's going on here in headlines in Great Babylon and around the world. And what came to my attention today as I was browsing the internet was this what you see here on the screen here. It says some states nowhere near 70% vaccination goal. And I'm just going to play a little short clip out of here, just enough so that they don't take it off. But this will explain exactly what Esau here is thinking here. So without further ado, I'm going to let this Elamite talk. Elamite.
Heard Laura say this is really a demand issue. So now we need to go to that kind of trusted, surrogate for the people who are not taking the shots right now. And that is a very large population. There are some parts of the country, Casey, where there is still only about 50% vaccinated, and that's just too few. So this now has to move almost to like a zip code level.
So notice she said this now has to move to almost a zip code level. So what do you think that means right now? What they're doing right now is they're going to be working with the state governors to really push them to push this vaccination out. So right now you can see they're frustrated, and we can all get on our knees, raise our hands in the air, and praise Yahawashi Yahawashi for that their plan is not working. Now, throughout this video, what they're really talking about is the fact that they have a lot of these vaccine that are supposed to be expiring, that they need to get rid of. Obviously, right now in America, it's not popular. And she went on to say, if people want to get back to normal here in the summertime, and I'll show you what they talk about when they say normal here. Okay. Now, here's what the head of this wicked kingdom is thinking of doing.
Mr. President, do you expect to come out with a vaccine strategy for the world?
I have one, and I'll be announcing it. Thank you.
So as you can see here, he said he has a vaccine strategy for the world, and he's going to announce it. So his strategy actually didn't work here in Great Babylon. So how does it work around the world? All right. You have these countries now trying to shy away from the U.S. petrodollar. They're getting more into their cryptocurrency. They're looking at the ways of how they're trading with each other to improve that so that they can be self-sustaining. And so here's the head here saying that basically has a plan. Now I'm going to go into the scripture here before I bring out these other headlines and these other topics and just some illustrations to show you where this all possibly will be going. And it's coming from the book of Ezekiel 33, starting with verse 3. And it says, if when he seeth the sword come upon the land, he blow the trumpet and warn the people, then whosoever heareth the sound of the trumpet and taketh not warning, if the sword come and take him away, his blood should be upon his own head. He heard the sound of the trumpet and took not warning, his blood should be upon him. But he that taketh warning shall deliver his soul. But if the watchman sees the sword come and blow not the trumpet, and the people be not warned, if the sword come and take away any person from among them, he's taken away in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at the watchman's hand. And we are all watchmen here in this truth, okay? Especially you brothers out there, okay? Whatever you see, no matter how trivial you think it is, if that spirit comes upon you to put even a 2-minute video out there, put it out there and warn, okay? Put it out there and warn the sheeps, all right? The whole body is very important. Every part of the body is very important, okay? So we must be watchmen, and we must actually put this out there so that our brothers and sisters can stay faithful in this and stay in this truth and not be led away by the misinformation in the world that it is great to stay here in Great Babylon. I'm going to continue. So thou, O son of man, I have set thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore thou shalt hear the word at my mouth and warn them from me. When I say unto the wicked, O wicked man, thou shalt surely die. If thou dost not speak to warn the wicked from his way, the wicked man shall die in his iniquity. But his blood will I require of thine hand. Nevertheless, if thou warn the wicked of his way to turn from it, if he do not turn from his way, he shall die in his iniquity. But thou hast delivered thy soul. Okay, there are hundreds, if not thousands, of brothers here in Great Babylon that are putting videos out daily. Some putting 3-4 videos out there. If the spirit is upon them to do that, you have the elders, you have the brothers, you have the newly the new elders, brothers that are more reasoned in the truth, but have that spirit on them, warning the wicked out there. So if our people are not heeding, then that blood is going to be on their hands and not on our hands. But we must do our job to put it out there. Now I'm going to go back to this vaccination plot that they have here. Now, if you look at California, California is warning about scams related to COVID vaccine incentive lottery. So literally in 2 weeks' time, they're going to give out 10 winners $1.5 million a piece. Okay, they're going to put this on television. So far already, they've already given out $50,000. Okay, but now what is happening? Like everything out there, there is opportunists. Okay, California is also the state where they had a lot of the people who collected unemployment got their unemployment money stolen. Okay, and so this is all part of that punishment that's going on to these wicked people. Why? That stale of bread is being taken away from them. Okay. They're hoping to get that, they're looking towards their prince, the governors, to take care of them so they can continue to get through the quote unquote tough times, which is tribulation to us who've been over here for several hundred years under the oppressive state and looking to go back into their lifestyle. And what is their lifestyle? Okay, well, what is this month? If you look right here like that, this is what they call Pride Month. Okay. Using the color of the rainbow, which was the symbol that was put in the sky by Yahawashi, that he wouldn't destroy this world with water again, and they're using it as their symbol, and they're calling it pride. Okay, so they have no fear of Yahawashi. All right, and that's what this whole month is going around. This is what they want to do here in California. Okay, now you take a look at this picture with Tom Hanks holding this guy here, what is called Bubba. Now, when we watched this movie back in the day, you didn't really think anything about this. You thought that this was cool. But when you look at it, this is promotion. This is a promotion of that abomination right here. Look at how he's looking into his eyes. He's looking at his eyes. He has his hands around his neck. He's carrying him and they're whispering sweet nothings to each other and all of that stuff. Okay. So these are subtle things you have to see inside their movies. Okay. Right there. Because see, this is that ebony ivory, let's all get together nonsense that they're pushing out there, that vibe. Okay, now let me move further into this. Let's go back to the scam. Okay, what is this going to create? Okay, people are greedy, natural greedy here in Great Babylon. Especially the Edomites, very greedy. Okay, one reason why they're vaccinated more than anybody else, even though all of these commercials and everything went out there to try to get Jake, is because anything that they think is good for Jake, they think they have to get it. And that's the reason why they're pushing online. That's why when they created the equal opportunity employment or the affirmative action, they complained about that. Okay. And they went through all the trouble making sure that when they're in those positions, that they're ensuring that those were not going to come to pass. Okay. So let's move on here. So California is now complaining, saying that they can't fill openings, warning of a slow recovery. You see, the Lord Yahawashi is a great chess player, okay? No matter what they try to do, they can't get back into business, okay? So I'm going to bring out Isaiah 3:7, verse 8. For Jerusalem is ruined and Judah is fallen because their tongue and their doings are against the Lord to provoke the eyes of his glory. You're right. We are at a very low state right here in this kingdom, okay? Even those of us who are in this truth, we know we're at the bottom, and we're well aware of that. And this is our judgment from Yahawashi. Continuing, the shoe of their countenance dealt witness against them. They declare their sin as Sodom. They hide it not. America doesn't hide the fact that they into this pride crap. They don't. Okay? Woe unto their soul, for they have rewarded evil unto themselves, which is exactly what is going to be coming to them. Okay? Say ye to the righteous, that is, shall be well with him, for they shall eat the fruit of their doings. Woe unto the wicked, it shall be ill with him, for the reward of his hands shall be given him. Okay? And how is that reward going to be given to them? I'm going to get into that, but I'm going to continue to read this. As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. That's right. O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err, and destroy the way of thy path. The Lord standeth up to plead, and standeth to judge the people. The Lord Yahawashi will enter into judgment, and the ancients of his people, and the princes thereof, for ye have eaten up the vineyard. The spoil of the poor is in your houses, and they have continuously to oppress us, tricked us into following their ways, used us for their entertainment, destroyers when they at will. Okay, but you can see here, California said that they can't fill openings. Economists warn of a slow recovery, and you look at this, and it's a very hypocritical thing because right here, okay, you look at the California population, it's 39.5 million people in 2019, right? All right, so it is the most populous state. Now, the thing about that is that California has an unemployment of 8.9% currently right now. So how in the hell jobs can be filled here in California? You have 8.9%. If you do the math, 8.9% of 39 million people, how much would that be? At least 4 or 5 million people, right? So if you get the working class people like that, you still have at least 1.5 million people out of a job. Okay. Now, a thing that came out with this news was that, and somehow I lost it. It said that actually unemployment. Let me see. I'm gonna bring it back up. Employment actually increased in California by right here. So unemployment actually increased in California by 67%. And this is the claims. These are the claims. Okay, increased. Okay. So this story is actually not making any sense when you take a look at it. Now, the thing that's coming out here in California is going to be lots of guns that are going to be put back on the street. So right now, this guy here, Governor Newsom, is letting out 76,000 California prison inmates this summer. At the same time, they're opening up. Okay, now he's out of this 76,000. 63,000 of those are very violent inmates. Okay, but somehow they're going to be let out for good, quote unquote, good behavior. 20,000 of these were actually sentenced to life sentences. That means that their crimes were heinous. Okay, now what happens when you let out when you let out criminals, especially violent ones? Okay, here's this man right here. He was let out on bail. Yeah, pretty much right after he was let out on bail, he went and he assaulted 2 victims. Okay. He had a history of assaulting people, okay, sexually and physically. And he went right back out there and do that. So they're going to let out thousands of those, okay. At the same time, they have overturned assault weapon ban here in California, okay. And companies are saying that they can't fill position. Why? Nobody wants to work shitty jobs anymore, okay. But at the same time, too, it's still that constant racism that's going on in the hiring process. Preferences. What they're looking for is to hire people that look like them. They're saying this, but at the same time, that doesn't add up if the unemployment is over 8%. And when you look at a population of 39 million people, now you can go in the headline here in MSN, okay, and you can just see the kind of craziness that's going on out here in California. And now this brings over California page, but murder. All kinds of things that's going on here. See what they say here? Fentanyl, guns, and murder. Get ready for a bloody summer. Okay? This is very, very, very interesting. As millions of vaccinated people emerge from lockdowns, return to shops, bars, and restaurants, America life is kicking back in high gear. Okay? So they're making it ready for a deadly summer. You don't think it's coincident that they overturn this? Okay. They're going to let out 76,000 inmates. Okay. Businesses are actually not hiring, but they're trying to disguise this as they can't fill opening. Yes, so you can go on LinkedIn and all these other places and see where people are begging for a job and can't get one. All right. So it's a whole bunch of lies. Let me close out here with with 1 Peter 5, starting with verse 5. And it says, likewise, ye younger, submit yourself unto the elder. Ye all of ye be subject to one another and be clothed with humility. And we are supposed to encourage each other in this truth. Okay? We're supposed to, if we see a brother going off, hey, Bring them back into the fold, okay? Don't fall for it. You know, for Yahawashi Yahawashi resist the proud and give it grace to the humble. Humble yourselves, therefore, under the mighty hand of Yahawashi Yahawashi, that he may exalt you in due time. And we have our due time coming when we are going to be on top, and these Edomites are going to be on the bottom, okay? And the rest of these nations. Casting all your care upon him, for he careth for you. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. Okay? And that's not only physically, but that's also mentally. We have a mental war going on every day. Someone's ebbing us. Hey, come on here, you can get this. Come and join us and you'll enjoy this. Okay? Continuing. Whom resisted steadfast in the faith, knowing that the same afflictions are accomplished in your brethren that are in the world. Okay? But the power of all grace, who had called us unto his eternal glory by Yahawashi, after that ye have suffered a while, make you perfect, establish, strengthen, settle you. To him be glory and dominion forever and ever. Amen. So we have something to gain from staying in this faith. Okay? We just have to endure until the end. Okay? And not be led into temptation by this wicked world. And that's why we raise our hand every day and we pray and give glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahawashi, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Okay? And also, we also throw and give those salutations to the elders, brothers of Great Millstone who are given the spirit from Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahawashi to bring out this truth and teach us who are the younger. Okay? And that's why we pay homage to the elders. Okay? And with that, brothers and sisters, I'd like to say shalom.